So you're either ready to take your business to the next level, or you're ready to actually lean into entrepreneurship and put one foot in front of the other. Well, my name is Felicia Jarrell. I'm here to help you on your journey today by recommending to you my top books that I would read as a new entrepreneur or an entrepreneur that just needs to level up and take their business to the next level. So these books are not in any particular order. I suggest, of course, that you read them all. As you can see, your girl likes to read. I like to gather information. And one of the things that I like to do is not only gather information, but help people like you who are watching this to create your own success stories. Oh, yes, yes. Let's go ahead and dive in. So the first book that I have here for you guys is by Pat Flynn. It's called Super Fans. So I purchased this book after my business had gotten to a certain level where I started to kind of gain a little bit of momentum. I had quite a few customers and I really wanted to focus on customer retention. Now, if you don't know what customer retention is, essentially, those are the people that pay your bills. That's the easiest way to put it. I always tell people that it's great to get new customers. New customers may find you every single day, but what sustains your company are the ones that keep coming back. And what you want in your business are super fans. And Pat Flynn is really, really great at breaking down what it means to develop and build super fans in your company. And essentially, he teaches you how to build community through this book. And I've always admired his work, so definitely highly suggest anything by Pat Flynn. The next book that I suggest that you read is called Start With Why. Now, this is by Simon Sinek. If you've never read anything by Simon Sinek, you are behind the curve. So pick up the paces. Come on, we need to get to it. He is such a phenomenal author. He really breaks everything down for you and makes it very digestible. Start With Why is exactly what it's titled. He breaks down helping you to start. Why are you starting? Why are you doing what you're doing? But also it helps you to become a leader as well. So definitely put this on your must-read list. Now, if you're someone like me that wants to quickly get through the book, take what you need and leave the rest, you don't necessarily want to be stuck in a book for 2 to 3 weeks, I highly suggest that you read Business Fables. A lot of people don't read them, but trust me when I say they have helped me take leaps and bounds in my business. 2 of my favorite books for that. One is called The Sale. You can find this on Amazon. Barnes & Noble is by John Gordon and Alex Dimzek. I can't pronounce the last name, but they're definitely in my Amazon storefront. Now, one of my favorite fable books that I have ever read, like I loved it so much, I went and bought the entire series of this book. It's called The Goger. Now, this is a fable book that teaches you all about giving first. And one of the mottos at my company personally is that we serve first and we sell second. And by doing so, I personally feel that that is the number one reason that I've been able to grow my community and my business as fast as I've been able to and as wide as I've been able to as far as reach goes. So definitely go check out The Go-Giver. My next book that I'm going to recommend to my solo entrepreneurs or even my entrepreneurs that have built the teams and realize that they've built a business that they hated, they're tired of people management and all of those things, I definitely suggest that you read Company of One. Company of One was a game changer and an eye-opener for me because it helped me to realize that I could definitely have the team, and I do believe that teams are beneficial, but sometimes we spend so much time trying to grow so fast and trying to show people what we're capable of doing and, amount all of this money that we really didn't build a company that we loved. And it really just hones in on the value of being a smaller company and what you're able to do as a smaller company before you branch out, and you're trying to reach millions. So definitely check out Company of One. This is by Paul Jarvis. Now, next, you probably heard of this book 50 million times by now, especially within the last 2 or 3 years. You've heard of either this book or the book Atomic Habits, and this one is the 12-week year. Now, the reason that I personally say read the 12-week year is because I've always been an avid quarterly goals planner kind of person. I always map out my goals by the quarter, my day-to-day by the quarter, and all of that. What I love about the 12-week year is the fact that it doesn't really focus on like quarter to quarter to quarter, basically saying that you have 4 quarters in a year. It really literally hones in on what did you want to accomplish in this year? Do it within 12 weeks, and here's how. And I love that because it helps you to exponentially grow if you're able to truly map out what it is that you want to do, plan accordingly, and you are an executor. This is a great book for executors. Now, when I first started in business, this book was handed to me from someone that loved and cared about me, and it's a little rough. It's a little rough, but it's been read several times. This is called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. This is Think Rich to Get Rich by T. Harv Eker. This book, you guys, is one of the first books that I read as it pertains to mindset. When it comes to entrepreneurship, one of the things that just really kills entrepreneurs on their journey is that their mindset. Your mind only thinks so far. You only think that you can do so well or do so much. And so even when you're on a forward momentum and good trajectory, you sometimes self-sabotage your own self because of how you're thinking up here. And so I really love Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. I would recommend it to anybody. Now, these next two books are by the same author. I recommend this author to anybody that wants to be in entrepreneurship. In entrepreneurship, he has brought so much clarity to me, especially when it comes to fixing the breaks in my business. Now, on your journey of entrepreneurship, there will be breaks. It is inevitable, no matter how many people you listen to, no matter how many coaches, how many mentors you have, there will be breaks in the system. And this author has helped me to quickly fix the breaks. So the first book I have here is called Clockwork. This book right here is a reverse engineering of entrepreneurship, and I absolutely love it. And basically, it's teaching you how to run your business like clockwork, right? Like, you are learning how to automate your business. You're learning how to build a good team. You're learning all of the things that you need to do in regards to your business. Now, this one, I call it my Holy Grail. I call it my Bible. It's called Fix This Next. And what this book does is basically it's a deep dive and evaluation of where you currently are in your business. The author studied and he learned that businesses go through cycles. And through those cycles, you are learning what is currently broken in your business at that moment and how to fix it. So when you do the assessment, you can realize, is it profit? Is it cash flow? Is it inventory issues? Is it team management? Whatever it is, then you learn what to fix next, because everything basically is an effect of something else within that system. So if you learn how to fix one thing, you almost can learn how to fix everything. Definitely highly recommend those books. Now, this book here, the name is called The Road Less Stupid. Y'all, I read this book in probably like 2 days because it was that good. It was that good. Now, I will say, you have to like reading self-development books. You have to like reading business books. You have to enjoy it, or else you will fall asleep every time. One of my tips and tricks that I always give to people when it comes to reading self-development and self-help books is to download the Audible and read it along with the book in the physical. One, because the Audible allows you to quickly see, okay, it's only going to take me 5 hours to read this via listening. But two, reading it word for word, being able to highlight, being able to take notes and all of those things allows you to retain the information. So you don't just want to read it one time and say, oh, okay, it was a great book. You want to actually retain the information that you're reading so that you can then go and apply the information. Okay, so The Road Less Stupid is definitely one of the books that I certainly recommend. And last but certainly not least, this is probably also a holy grail that every entrepreneur should have. This is by Ray Dalio. It's called Principles of Life and Work. You guys, I cannot say enough about this book. Now, this is a thick book. This is not a book that you're going to get through in 1 day, 2 days, 3, 4, or 5 days. Probably not even 2 weeks, because you really need to take your time and you need to digest the things that are actually in the book so that you can apply them. And it's one of those books that you should refer to often throughout your journey. So I'm out of breath, okay? I wanted to recommend to me the books that have been absolutely life-changing for me up until this point. I'm actually currently reading a new book, and that book is right here. It is called 10X is Easier Than 2X. And so this book is by Dan Sullivan. I have read their Who Not How book, which I also recommend to people once you get to the level of wanting to build a team. So I was trying to choose books for more so solo entrepreneurs or people that are starting over or whatever the case may be. But any book by Dan Sullivan and Dr. Benjamin Hardy 10-10-10 recommend. Dan Sullivan is a world-renowned business coach. If you're not able to join his coaching program, get a book. And I always tell people that, like, even if you can't necessarily join 5011 coaching programs, 9 times out of 10, a lot of these people have books. And so you can just go and invest the book and you can get basically the same information that they're teaching in their program. So, woo! I hope you found a book that maybe you never heard of before. If you're ready to go ahead and dive in and purchase one of those books, I have dropped my Amazon storefront link for you guys to look at my full library, and you can kind of pick and choose which books will resonate with you. Let me know if this video was helpful for you. If there's anything else that you would like for me to talk on, teach on, or discuss with you guys, I'll be trying to put more informative videos out as far as my entrepreneurial journey and your journey as well, in between my vlogs and everything else like that. So I want to make sure that I'm serving you guys and that you're finding value here. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you later. Bye.